I'm trying to salvage this old dresser. This drawer does not close all the way, nor does this one. And this one has a little bit of a struggle. The bottom drawer, not so much. Ignore the pulls, they're going to be replaced. I figured it out. I'm going to show you exactly what the problem is. You can see the grooves. See the grooves right here? And it digs down pretty deep. Same on this side. And allow the drawer to fall down, and then it will not close against this back support. I'm going to put a bar right here and allow the drawer to slide in and out flat so it doesn't dip down and catch the back of this. You can see where it's hitting every time. Same thing on this drawer. You can really see where it hits right there. And look at the deep ruts and grooves that are here. And that's a pretty significant groove. All of the drawers have this nail that is sticking down in the bottom of the drawer that's causing the grooves to be dug. So I need to get the weight off of this part and have the drawer slide along the center. As I go to close the top drawer, it gets hung up right here, right along this ledge. And it's because these grooves right here, that's allowing the drawer to tip backwards and not flow straight and flush into the back support beam. So I need to shore up the center so that it'll tip upward and slide into that spot. Pull it out again. See, it's riding deep instead of straight up, and it hits. So if I pull down on the drawer like this, tip it upward like this, I can get it to clear that back brace, and I can push it all the way in. But in the meantime, I nearly kill my fingers trying to get it in. I sent my husband to the store for 4 of these brackets, and these are ties, and they're going to be placed on a support board and then screwed in with the provided screws. I just need to find a piece of wood that I can put in that spot. This back piece is exactly 1 inch deep. I'm going to be able to screw in my support board from underneath and create a piece that rides from front to back. It's exactly 13¼ inches in length. That's not the case for the top drawer. The top drawer has a different depth, so I'll measure that one specifically. But in terms of being 1 inch thick, that's what I need on both of them. So I've pre-cut this piece of wood to the exact length that I need for the longer piece. I only need it to be 1 inch in depth right here. So I need to rip this board all the way down at that spot and then all the way down at that spot, because remember, I'm creating 2 of these boards. So I want the drawer to slide along this flat edge, which is really smooth. And don't ask me where this piece of wood came from, because I don't remember. But what I know is I saved it and said I might be able to use that for a project someday. So I call it pre-planning. My husband calls it hoarding. I'm going to have to use this circular saw to cut this because I do not have a table saw. I want a table saw. So anyway, I'm going to have to risk life and limb, and I do not want to cut a finger off. So in order to prevent this thing from sliding, because this is pretty slippery, I'm going to use a little bit of this. We call it Dicem around here, but it can be kitchen cabinet protection. I can place it underneath the board, and it won't allow the board to slip around on the wood. Okay, now that's secure, and it's not sliding on the cement floor, and it's not sliding on itself. And I have created a gap here so that my circular blade can go through this spot and cut along the floor and not hit anything. Okay, it's a little close to my car. I just suck in. Okay, there we have it. Yay. All right, I'm just going to finish up this last piece. Ta-da and ta-da. smooth this now so I can get through without struggling. Okay. This is the smooth part, and this is what the drawer is going to slide across. No one will ever see the underside of this. And I have two pieces of that, both taking advantage of the smooth side, like so. And now I can screw these in, and it'll produce my support. I ripped them the length of the longer need down here. So this one will fit perfectly in here, while this one needs to be shaved off just a bit. So let's go ahead and try the one that actually fits first, see if our process is viable, and then we'll come back and do the other one. So now I've placed the support piece in between these two, and now I'm just centering it up and making it as super flush as possible so that I know I won't catch anything as that drawer rolls across the support. It feels perfectly smooth. This is our tie, and the tie is grooved on one side, and that's so that you can countersink your screws. So our screws will go in like so and so, two into the support wood in the back, and then the other two holes will screw into the support beam. And I'll do that on the front and the back of the entire piece, and it should be enough to hold it into place. So now I'm just going to remove this drawer because it's just unnecessarily in the way, so we can get in here and get our work done. Now that the bar is in place, I'm just going to drill a quick little pilot hole. That'll let me get it started without struggling too much. All right, countersink side, and here started. Easy. Yep. That's perfect. Now the other should go in like clockwork. Perfect. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Whoa. That's it. Yay. It's already solid. Okay, now I'm just going to repeat this process for the back, and then the same thing on these two top drawers, and we'll see how the plan comes together. All right, I have finished putting in the last brace here. I know it doesn't look perfect under there, but nobody cares. Nobody's going to see it. And then we need to do a test to see whether or not, see, it's smooth there, perfectly smooth back there. It should not catch. Let's put the drawer in and do a test. Clemmy, let's slide that drawer in. Is that the right drawer? May not be the right drawer. And it slides right in without catching. Woo! Do it again. Just for my satisfaction. Slide it back in. So now the weight of it is on that middle piece instead of the sides. And it slid in with no problem. I'm so excited! I cut both of these at the same length. But this is a little bit shorter. And that's good because I have a raggedy edge right here where starting the circular saw sort of messed things up. So now I am going to cut away what I don't need from the raggedy edge, which will work out perfectly. So let's measure. I need a marker. I'm going to mark it right here, right at that spot. And now I'm going to cut the raggedy piece off. Top drawer test, now that we've put that in. Is that the top drawer? No. Hold on, there's a sock attached to the back of that drawer, Clement. Now it's dropped. Perfect. The dresser is completely fixed, easy to close. Very pleased how that project turned out.